Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cinderella phenomenon. And we got Spacey's little backstory in the last part, so we kind of understand, like, how she ended up here, like, in the gutter, basically. So, now, we'll enter the story of getting out and breaking the fairy tale curse. But she's kind of a bitch, which is kind of awesome. It's kind of nice that, you know, the main character doesn't start out like, oh, I'm so great and wonderful, and everybody rescues me. Like, she kind of starts off as a bitch. She's got to redeem herself. It's kind of nice. It's nice. You know, anyway. When I open my eyes, I'm still in the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I'm cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in a dirt that I've gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar, probably, though she could try her luck with the nobility that lives... A beggar probably... probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that lives around here. Just look at how ragged she looks. These are the same bitches who made fun of my... Bitch, I ran away from you! Stop following me! What are you looking at? At two women that lack the basic manners of a noble upbringing. Silence, girl! Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve! Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you. Once I break this curse, I'll make you regret your words. I became acutely aware of the fact that I've not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here thinking on the new mess that is my life. Moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find out which first. But how? No idea where she is. Delora, I swear I'll make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, I'll find food first. Is this all the king thinks I'm worth? Leave, girl. Dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoo! There's nothing for you here. You just swatted me away like a fly. A nerve. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hand into fists and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. Treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I'm the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I've been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. Bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly, I begin to make my way over there. Ow! My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags that I'm wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, then I need to prioritize. And I'll die before I beg. 2 croissants? You need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. I'll not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Angeal. Take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey, girl! What now? Where saw you at the shop? Want to share how you got your coins there? Excuse me? Look at her brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Now, be a good girl and hand over that pouch. The man on my left grabs at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I'll not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening and I take it. What? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I'm not familiar with the streets at all. It's highly likely I'm just going to hit a dead end. Where should I go? I don't know. You know what? Normally I'd be like, go to the right, go to the left, go left. I don't know. I cannot let the pain in my feet or my exhaustion stop me. If I stop now, they'll definitely catch me. Taking my coins might not be the worst thing they do. Right. That's what I'm worried about. Like, girl, you out in the streets and like, it's a visual novel. They're not going to be like, she gets attacked and raped. But I'm just saying, reality ain't that nice. A dead end. Fuck. Now, nowhere left to run now, girl. What do I do? Oh, who are you gentlemen? This is definitely not how you treat a lady. I don't know who he is, but I'm just giving him like a, huh? Who's there? A shadow looms above us. Oh, okay. Oh. Before I can blink, a person has jumped down in front of me with long hair. His body acts as a barrier between the two men and me. Wow. Who are you? I don't know. Okay, he's pretty. Hi. He looks like the pretty lady's son. He looks just like the pretty lady with her glamorous red hair and green eyes. Is he a fairy? Oh, he's a fairy boy. Like, because he's literally a fairy or something. Like, who are you? Oh, me? Just a passing gentleman concerned about a damsel in distress. He turns to the men, his expression calm, his eyes flashing dangerously. Now, shall I teach you gentlemen a lesson? He's got a sword! What? Come back here, you coward! 2 of us can take him! I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. I'm sure that wasn't all you were going to take, but okay. Oh, I like him. He's pretty. Are you all right, my lady? Why is Waltz here? You found her! The boy from yesterday? A little slow, aren't you, kid? Don't call me that. These two know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet simultaneously feel ugh. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they're frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with vengeance. My body feels light. Princess! Princess! Lady Parfait will be able to help her. You're right. We need to move now before anyone else sees us. Yeah. You have made the right choice. What? Your crystals on the upper right corner indicates that you've made the right choice for a particular love interest. Each color corresponds. I turned that off, though. Belatedly after you make your No, I turned that off, though. Hold on. I turned that off. Right choice indicator disabled. Because I don't want that. Because I don't want to... I mean, it's not really going to help us. It tells you after the fact. But it's like... Maybe they do that automatically the first time. So that's what happens. So you made the right choice for something. So maybe if we went right, we would have run into Waltz. Because he runs up and he's like... You know what I mean? So that would have had him... I don't know. But Waltz is one of the last paths we can go down. So I'm not sure who this guy is, but he's one of our other path ones. I'm just curious. So, but Rod is the one we're supposed to go down first. So I'm not using the guide. I don't want to look at it. You know, my first playthrough, I don't do that. But I have at least the page open to say, you know, the paths we should go down. So he's either Karma or Rumple, I'm assuming. Because Fritz and Waltz, we already know, and we can't go down. We have to go through the other paths first, so. Hang in there, princess. Everything is fading. So he knows. He knows who we are. Interesting. A dream? What's that in your hand, Spacey? It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but But it died! Reverse princess, because we kill birds. It's all my fault! It's not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. But this is the world, Spacey. Wow, Mom's kind of an asshole. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess. And you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. So, did the witch, like, con our dad into marrying? Like, how did he marry a witch? Because all I'm saying is she is not the nicest person. And now he's married to, like, some frou-frou baker girl. Like, I don't know. I don't want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes. Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, Mother. God, her mother was a horrible person. Explains why we're a bitch, but... Oh, you're awake. Where am I? This isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress. The one I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think I would meet her again here like this. Leave me alone. Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Now what? Haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess? You! Suddenly there she is. Dolores stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She's the cause of everything I've been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It's all her fault. I try to stand thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? Suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now! Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want? Gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in Angeal, princess. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than 1 or 2 of them. I do not think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs. It's good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait, and I am a fairy. A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? I don't remember her voice. I can't remember, like, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yeah, she had like, but I can't quite. Now she looks a little more devious, and she's getting like a little, I don't know. What's going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know that I'm the princess? Don't be silly. She's a fairy. Of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. I mean, I want to know how, but I would ask why. Why? We'll start at the top and see if we can get all of them. I don't know. Seriously? You're going to ask that? I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well. This one's got a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Delora, a curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora, you could have put that more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Sorry, random sneeze. Change? Why do I need to change? Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show to your stepfamily and your father? The way you treat Princess Emmeline? Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, Princess. Some smidge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? The necklace you've got on is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper, complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least, for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, Princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. I'm sure that's the case. Are you sure that's the case with this one? Delora, you're not helping. I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you'll get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? I think you know the answer to that one already, Princess. We stay here together. To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. I know her voice was higher, but she seems evil and kind of bitchy, so I'm gonna tone it down. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucis. It's powered by happiness and love. The other is the Crystallum Tenebrarum, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tenebrarum bearer. Whatever, I can't fucking say that word. The strongest of the fairies is the Lucius bearer. Parfait is the Lucius bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She's the strongest fairy. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearers regulate the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. Until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? Hans Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tenebrarum bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions. All to fuel the power of the Tenebrarum. I can't say that. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches in the Tenebrarum grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The Tenebrarum bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that they're good witches? Didn't we earlier say, maybe the witches aren't to blame? Blah, blah, blah. Now we're oh yeah, there's good witches, whatever. We should have been yeah, well, you were right, because people suck. I don't understand. We're like on a seesaw up in here, but anyway.
The Tenebrarum can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenebrarum and maintaining harmony. Some, inevitably, are corrupted.
Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not
believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies.
And yet, it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it.
Delora was not corrupted by the Tenebrarum.
Yeah, okay. I just can't.
She's as good as they come. Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself.
But also, if you think about it, so we're a horrible person. We're spreading the negativeness. And, like, the fairies are all weakened, probably because there's not enough goodness, right? So, by cursing us, we needed to be cursed so that we can learn to be good and kind of break that evil hold on us. So it's actually not, I mean, the curse sounds like a bad thing, but it's really not. I mean, we get it. We get the point. She'll get it eventually, but I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal, which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good deeds have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince? It's all so old-fashioned. No fun in that.
Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they're cruel to her. Anyway, I've brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There's some people I'd like you to meet.
I cannot believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, nowhere near as painful as they've been 2 days before. Stop.
Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain.
Why would she even care? That was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Ow. She probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but it's still far improved from my rags. All my life I've never had to lift a finger. And now, I will not let them see how much they've rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I'll free myself from this curse. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amiably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look what we have here! The Ice Princess herself! Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true! Curse for cold-heartedness. It has to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this? Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Would be better if they didn't remember her, you know what I mean?
Everyone, please. You shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense.
I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place?
Welcome to the Martian Tavern, a home for those with the fairy tale curse.
You make it sound like some kind of a holiday house.
Don't ruin my moment, Delora.
Martian Tavern?
The Martian was built 3 years ago when the number of cursed in Angeal continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other break their curse.
It seems a little bit too much like they want you to break your curse, right? You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's to help you. So they're like, look, we cursed you. We're going to tell you about it, how to break your curse. We're going to throw you together with the people. I mean, blah, blah, blah. We're going to basically fucking give you the test answers. And all you have to do is look at them and write the right answers down. That's basically what they're doing. And yet she's still going to struggle. Like, bitch, they gave you the test answers. Open the fucking booklet. Open the booklet. All you have to do is write your name on the top of the booklet, and you got an A. So write your name. Girl, write your name.
Of course, I'm also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with their cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place.
Most of the people here are cursed. How come these people remember who I am?
The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you're the crown princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title.
It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected.
Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the Marshen.
Parfait beckons the serving girl over.
This is Anise. She helps out in the Marshen and does most of the cooking.
I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology.
Miss Delora, what are you talking about?
Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you.
Huh?
I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary.
Well, it's nice to meet you, princess. I'm Anise Willow.
Willoway?
Willoway. I hope we get along.
Everyone's being so nice and we're such a bitch. I like it. She's not like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, you're right, I'm sorry. It's going to take her a while to grow, so I kind of like that. They're not like, instantaneous, better person. Like, because especially this, like, you were the princess, you were kind of a bitch, and now you're cursed. Now you're angry. Now you're like, it's going to take me even longer. I hate everyone. And then eventually you're going to be like, what? Whatever. I did something nice. It's not because I'm a good person. You know what I mean? I like it. Really? This is how you're going to start doing good. I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Please, you two, no fighting.
I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. I'm sorry if I sound muffled. My bird's face is literally in my mouth. Like I'm trying to talk and he's like literally shoving himself as close as possible as he can get to me. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to talk. Your head is literally going to be in my mouth. He likes to snuggle. Anyway. Oh, their faces I've seen in the palace before. I was like, their faces are familiar. I don't recall seeing them.
This is...
Jurian? Jurian Valente and Garland Belrot. Belro. I'm going to say Belro because Belrot just sounds stupid. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. And Jurian's cute. He's not one of our romancing partners. That's right. Is Garland's a woman. Garland's the one on the right, I'm assuming. Jurian's that dude. Okay. They were two of Sir Alkester's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently it was because they acted against Sir Alkester's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies.
They and Anise are exceptions, and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Jurian and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marshen.
Protect? From the witches. They do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I am an exception. I'm also good. You keep forgetting the good part.
Remember, not all witches are evil.
Your curse is a test. A test. Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse.
Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse.
No, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly.
We have work to do, Delora.
Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. instant Parfait and Delore leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt, as if I'm the reason they're cursed and have to take refuge in the Martian in the first place. Make friends. All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. Break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clench and unclench into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Jurian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. Wait, which one's which? Is Jurian the guy or is Garland the guy? Like, which one's which? I don't know who's who. Do we have, like, a character thing? Can we, like, hold on. No, you can't. I don't know who's who. I thought Jurian was the dude. I thought Jurian was the dude and Garland was the girl just because it was introduced like that. I don't know. I don't know who's who. Like, neither one of their names is inherently masculine or feminine. It's like, you know what I mean? They're both kind of neutrally. Whatever. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past. We'll just give them neutral kind of voices right now. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the Martian. I think Garland's the girl, but like, if you cannot comply, you're no longer welcome here. No matter. The Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Jurian's tone is... Okay, so Jurian is the lady. Okay. Okay, so Garland is the dude. Okay. Can we date him? Because he's hot. We can't, but he's hot. Jurian's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The Martian begins to settle down and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk towards an empty table, realizing that I'm being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Jurian, and Garland. Is it because they can't remember... Oh, they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the Martian is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds. How am I supposed to complete 3 when I don't even know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes. I was there picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh. You are the magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate. Boy. Okay, so is Karma like... Because Karma is actually one of our romancy options. That's interesting. Oh, I actually don't have a guide. I just had the things to... Uh-huh. But I thought maybe Karma was related to the guy we met in the alleyway? Unless Karma is the guy we met in the alleyway and Karma's like, likes to flip things back and forth. I don't know. That makes me... Anyway. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You would hit a lady? How savage. The Neverland curse. Oh. Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Oh, probably he'll never grow up. He's like, look, I'm 40, Jesus. She's like, does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in The Martian. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh, goodness. Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse. Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, Princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. I'm pretty sure that's the dude we met in the alley. Okay, so we're gonna give him the normal dude voice. That's amazing. He? Oh, I love it. Princess? Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. Because when the guy in the alley shows up, right? So he is the guy in the alley. Okay, interesting. Because what was I thinking? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought completely. So we met him and I was like, he looks like the pretty lady. I wonder if they're related. They are related because they are, I just want to see something. Yeah, okay. I wanted to see something. So I looked up, I just went to the part where it's like where you could go left or right in the guide, and it was like, yes, if you go right, you run into Waltz first, and then the other guy shows up. And if you go right, it is Karma. So Karma is the man you meet in the alley, who's also the beautiful lady. That's amazing! I'm so curious about his character. But I think according to the thing, he's the third one we go through? Where is the... Okay, I don't want to look at the guide. I just want to see... Rod is the one we have to go through first. So we got to try to work on that. I accidentally scrolled in, like, the Steam, like, in Steam, you know, there's, like, the community page, and I scrolled down for a second, and I just see Conspiracy with Karma as a pretty lady pointing to, like, a picture, like, it looks like Boy George. It's fucking hilarious. Karma's a direct reference to Boy George's Karma Chameleon. Oh my god. That's amazing. I wonder if that's actually true. Also, can I just be honest with you? When he first walked in, dressed as, the pretty lady, when we first saw the pretty lady, I was like, all I see is Grell from fucking Black Butler. You can't have the long red hair like that and the green eyes anymore without me thinking. That's all I can see now. So it's even funnier because if you watch Black Butler, Grell is kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I think he wants to be a woman. I do. Like, oh god, it's hilarious. Oh, so that's all I saw, and now this is amazing. But anyway, I don't know if that, but I don't know if that's actually the truth what I just read. But that's pretty funny that they were like, it's a direct reference to Karma Chameleon. Like, Boy George. Oh, I want that to be true so bad just because it's amazing and I love Boy George. I really do. That was my first concert with Scene Culture Club. Like, long after they were a thing in the 80s. Okay, but I love Culture Club. I love it. Anyway, that makes me want to listen to them now. Anyway.
May I speak with you?
Now that we just wasted 10 minutes doing nothing.
I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well.
Rod? So you really are cursed.
I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod, so that he had still some way to voice his opinions.
Sebby. Sebastian. You mean you have an evil butler? Wait, okay, and we didn't just say that Karma reminds us of Grell and now Sebastian the bunny. This is great. I love it. Oh my god. I know it's just coincidence, but it's funny.
Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't he?
It's nice to meet you, princess! Sebby's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that's what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean Rod's a mermaid? Uh-huh. The mermaid's curse. What? That's my curse. He lost his voice, like the Little Mermaid. Rod has been mute all this time because he's cursed? Does everyone else know? Obviously, they're my family. Even the king. He knows as well. So am I the only one you never told? I didn't think you'd particularly care either way. She's like, no, you're probably right. She's like, true. He is not wrong. Yet I cannot believe I didn't know. I was left out once again. Only fueling her anger. What are you doing here?
I've been trying to help Rod with his curse. That's why he comes to the Marchen from time to time.
I don't even want. Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It's a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things at the palace? Livelier? Happier? Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you weren't a princess anymore. Oh, ouch! This is gonna be hard. I always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but this is the truth. I don't know. I mean, we're supposed to kind of go down his path first, but I don't really know. We're gonna try to lean that way. If we have choices to talk to him or talk to other people, we'll talk to him. But I don't. So this is how you truly feel. I think we should just straight up ask. No. So this is how you really feel. So he's like, yeah, you're kind of a bitch. Sink it in, girl. Sink it in. That's part of your healing. That's part of your getting better with yourself. So, I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel? The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emmeline didn't want me to. I'm happier too, now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. I'm gone and they're all happier.
Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you.
Even the king. What did I expect? It's gonna be hard to romance Rod when he hates us. That's interesting that he's the first one, because he's the one that hates us the most, probably. Because the other guys don't really know us. Fritz doesn't remember us. Waltz and Karma are new, and then Rumpel, who we're gonna meet, they don't know us. Rod remembers us. He knows what a bitch we are. I mean, everyone else is gonna know we're a bitch, but they're like, I mean, she's a bitch, but like, I mean, she's cursed too, so like, we gotta. And like, Rod's like, fuck you. It's hard. Why did you bring me here? People in the Marchen, they.
I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry.
You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them?
Now isn't the right time to explain.
When will it ever be the right time?
So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Spacey.
Has the prince already left?
Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse.
Did I miss something?
No.
Right. Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I'll do anything so long as I don't have to go back there.
The princess can stay at the Marche with me and the rest of my boarders.
I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like.
But you'll have to work in exchange for a room.
I celebrated too soon. What?
Magic has its limitations, just like everything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. Martian doesn't attract many customers since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed, and my funds are tight.
I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Ouch! Even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in. That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault.
I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me.
Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself.
Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never.
And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works.
It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the Marchen and do errands.
The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful.
If karma can be useful, anyone can.
I have yet to see karma be anything but useless.
Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out.
It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. I'm curious as to what Karma's curse is. What I would give for my old bed again, for any of the comforts of home. I wonder, oh my god, because his name is Karma, but it just seems like Karma's a bitch, right? Like Waltz has the Neverland curse, so maybe he's like, I'm stuck in this kid body, but I'm like 20, okay? It sucks. You know, like never growing up, Peter Pan curse, right? But I wonder if Karma has a curse, like if he was like, that's not how to treat a woman, but I wonder if he was like a womanizer and like a dickhole. And like, so they made it, so now his curse is like, he spends half his time as a woman. To just like fucking understand. That would be amazing. And it would be even funnier because his name is Karma, right? Karma. Your karma is to be treated, is to be womanized. Maybe he's a woman during the day and he's a man at night. I mean, I don't know, because he was a man when he rescued us, so like, I don't know how that works, but I'm interested to find out. That makes me so curious. You're a man in drag. Oh, you're my man right there. That makes you my favorite. What would I give for my old bed again? For any of the comforts of home? I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What's going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other Martian boarders, Waltz, Jurian, and Garland, are sitting on the settee looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Jurian and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 a.m. Nothing you need to worry about. Oh, that's right. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Anise are tending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness! What's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say that it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself. You're not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Spacey. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's one of our peeps. Oh. Oh. Glasses, asshole? There's always a man with glasses! Please tell me he's our other romancy guy. I don't know what the other romancy guy's name is. Hold on, I gotta find, like, the thing. I don't know. Anyway. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise, he looks young. Probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? I want to see if I can see names. Let's see. Oh, Rumpel. Rumpel's our... Why did I forget that? Rumpel is our other guy. I wonder if this is Rumpel. Good morning. Good to see her awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Oh, he's adorable. Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven. Or maybe... Are you... You two are angels that have fallen out of it. Oh my god. He's the creepy one that hits on everybody. That's fucking hilarious. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? Oh my god, you expect him to be the quiet, bookish type, and he's like, hi. I'm pretty. But he can't have that voice, because that's the voice that Karma has. I don't know. I can't figure it out now. Oh my god. You could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable, and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, Princess. Princess? Oh, of course. Such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. Throw the tray at him! I must stay silent to be good. Throw the tray at him would probably be how I'd want to react if I were her. Like, I'm going to throw the tray at you and teach you some shit. But I'm like, first, we are a princess. We have better decorum than that. Second, we are trying to learn to be good, so we are going to stay silent. Your wish is my command and my fate, my sweet princess. If you want, you can have him. I'll pass, thanks.
Oh, he's awake!
Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of the three of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she'd had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him.
Delora, patience. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all.
The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You are familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here?
If he knows, then he's...
Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess.
What's your name, good sir?
I would answer any question you ask of me, madam, but... The man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia. I know everything about Angeal, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin's curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse.
Do you remember how to break it?
From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding onto since we entered the room. My first memory is of waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty.
Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Spacey will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything. Rumpelstiltskin.
What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts, and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got a chance to read all of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he would let her out until she returned all the... he said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room to gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. And that was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the little man. Not true, but good for you for holding on to your virtue, honey. These could go all sorts are wrong. So they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, so long as she gave him her first child.
I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place.
Hush! I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed, and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody had or ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales.
Well, the Marchand is opening soon. I expect another busy day.
You said we don't get many customers, so how's it gonna be motherfucking busy? Especially busy for you, Spacey. You need to start coming up with good deeds. Do I have a time limit? We're getting close to time, so I'm going to wrap this part up here, since it's a good stopping point, and we'll continue in the next part. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.